A lot of people are going to have the question, especially guys, because you grew up in an environment where what do girls want? Well, they want a guy who is a pioneer. They want a guy who's a ministerial servant. They want a guy who's an elder or a Bethelite. Well, all that's out the window because when I came out of Bethel, me being at Bethel mattered not one bit to a girl out in the world. I didn't have. It really does. I had 0 points for coming from Bethel. So what do women want? What do women like? What do women, what do women like?
Just the person. It's just the person.
Now you don't have to be politically correct or anything like that. This is to help witnesses.
I'm telling you, it's just the person. It's not about. But again, see, I think where your mind is still set on that. I'm gonna be judged. If this person doesn't feel this way, if that person doesn't feel that way, it's not about that. It's really not, because there's somebody for everybody, and then everybody is not for everybody.
Yeah.
So when that person is for you, it's just right. When it's not, it's not. I think that, and then it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're just looking to kick it, you shouldn't be worried about all that other stuff anyway.
Right.
But if you're trying to find, you want a companion, like the advice I was giving before, that's for trying to get to know somebody because you want a companion.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as approaching somebody, that works in any situation. That works. That's how you should, approach somebody. But yeah, but it's not. No, nobody is looking for. I don't think that women, that I know, we're not looking for what your stature is in a religious group, especially not. No. I know as a single mom, if you're a single mother like me, we're looking for someone that's stable. We're looking for someone that can make us laugh because we deal with a lot, and someone that can just help us pay the bills. and that you're a good-hearted person. But if you're looking, if it's someone younger and she might not have any kids, she might be looking for that husband, And I'm not saying single moms are looking for a husband, because we are, but it just depends on where that woman is in life. But for the most part, it's just if you can make us laugh, smile, just make our day in some kind of way and be consistent. Those are the things that keeps women around, as far as what I know.
We mean be consistent.
Off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's because you know what? We're women and we're awesome. So because of that, we're entitled to change our mind all the time because we do.
Right.
But for the most, we don't care about titles and all that. We really don't. I could give a damn about what your title is at work. I don't care about, what your stature is. I look for basic things. Do you have a job? Do you have a car? And are you stable? And can you make me laugh? And you're good-hearted. And hopefully, Jesus is in your heart. But other than that, those are hang-ups. Those are hang-ups that ex-J-dubs have, or that Jehovah's Witnesses instill in you. That's that doctrine that's instilled in you.
Yeah.
It took me a long time, even into my adulthood, to realize that nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everybody too busy living their life and just trying to make it.
Right.
To really be that judgmental towards you. The only people that's like that are Jehovah's Witnesses and other people that say they're Christian, and they use that as defense of why they're so judgmental,
Mm-hmm.
But Other than that, people don't care. People just want to be around good people. Because there's so much shit, going on in this world that's just really what no one cares about about all that. No, we really don't. With real women, let me put that out there. Real women don't.
Right.
So just get out that whole hang up in your head. And then people said that vernacular, you just gotta, that's why I say it's probably just best, just practice. Everywhere you go, just try to get yourself in the mind of seeing good in other people, or seeing something that attracts you to that person. You like a person's shirt, the color of their shirt. Compliment them on their shirt. A woman. Right. But I'm just saying, or whatever. Whoever you're attracted to, just give them a compliment. It could go a long way. You never know who you're gonna meet, and that's how you just meet good people. Period. Opening yourself up.
Now, do women get used to that though? People giving them a compliment? Isn't that the way that every guy is going to approach a woman? Does it mean that much to a woman when they're constantly getting compliments?
No, it does. It means that much when you're, especially in today's society where men have forgotten to be chivalrous. That's lost. That's almost lost now. So no, it does still mean a lot. That's never going to, go away in our minds. Now again, I'm speaking of real women. Now if you get someone young that's a little girl and she in between, still trying to find herself, that might not mean nothing because she hasn't humbled herself. She ain't lived, or appreciated the compliments of a man, or so that's different. But when we're dealing with a woman, of course we always take a compliment, and we always, that's just what it is, just humbling ourselves. But and again, it doesn't. But you have to. Everybody is different, so that's why it goes back to people really have to read each other. It's all about reading each other and sizing each other up. Just before you approach that person, or as you're talking to that person, if that we all have energies. If you're not feeling or vibing with the person, cut it.
Mm-hmm.
Life is too short. Not when you can vibe with someone else that's going to bring out the best in you, and that's the thing. So yeah, you can. I would say still compliment whatever's comfortable for you. Continue to do that because you'll find someone that will really appreciate that, whatever your style is.
Mm-hmm. Now, men are.
You can keep talking. I just wanted to let you know before I picked up my glass. I'm gonna sip my wine, but go ahead.
Go ahead, sip some of that wine.
I'm not one to.
Yeah, go on, sip some of that wine over here. You over here glowing already. Go on and sip some of that wine. So men are pretty visual in the sense that, things that are physically attractive, they may pursue that. Now, women, are they visual? Is it what they see that attracts them? Is it how a person makes them feel that attracts them? I hear that sometimes. Is it how a person acts? Is it a person being the protector? Like, what is the number one most attractive thing? And you can even be honest. If it's money, just say it's money. What's the number one attractive thing to a woman?
Well, every woman is different, but me and my circle, what attracts us? You're talking about from the gate initially?
Yeah, initially, yeah.
Oh, it's your looks.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to be physically attracted to you. If I look at you 2 or 3 times, that's a great thing. Initially. Then when you open your mouth, that's something else. But yeah, it's of course, everyone wants something appealing to their eye. So when definitely, yes.
So what's appealing to most women?
Things for different people. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, what's appealing to most women then? Physically, is it the height? Some women is it the tall man, or is it muscular man? Is it, you said you don't like the word swag, but is it the way, you know, the little swag? What is it?
It just, again, it depends on, it's case by case. I mean, no, seriously, case by case. Like I'm pretty average. Well, some people say I'm tall. Some people say I'm 5'8". I've dated men height. I've dated a man that was like an inch shorter than me. I've dated men taller, way taller than me. It just depends on what there's, you know, the reason I might be attracted to this person over here might be completely different from why I'm attracted to this person over here. And I don't know that until I see that person. It could be something to where, I mean, it just depends on the woman. I know for me, it could be something where I just like the way that man is holding his hammer. I mean, I'm just being real. It could be, I like the way he walked, or I like the way, you know, I don't know. It's just different little things that I notice, and I'm sure there's other women do too. But yeah, every woman. I mean, you know, the cliche thing is everyone likes a tall, dark stranger or tall, dark whatever, and that's fine. But in reality, when you're walking down the street, something that attracts you might not attract the next woman. Or something that might attract you might not attract the next man.
Right.
So I think it's man by man, woman by woman, case by case, depending on where our mindset is at the time. You know, if you might be and watched a bunch of videos with big booty holes. That's what you attracted to. Because you never tried it before. That's what you want to do.
Right.
I'm just keeping it real. But that to the next man might be like, really? You know, the same thing. You know, the same thing with me. I might be attracted to this one thing, and this other woman might be like, no. So that's a pretty broad question that can't really be answered for a whole group of people, I think, because everyone's going to tell you something different.
I mean, that makes sense because a lot of guys have different things that they look for in women, even though, you know, some men are are visual and there's certain things that they look for. And some men, it may be a personality trait. And the reason why I bring it up is because I hear so often that women are drawn to confidence. That if a guy is confident in who he is, then the woman will be attracted to that. And not just confident, but funny. You know, that women enjoy laughing.
Yes.
So if a guy's confident, if a guy's funny, he will attract women. So those are things that we want to highlight because, you know, coming out of the organization, you know, those things may not necessarily, because it's a whole different ball game. You got only so many people that you're looking at dating, especially if you're looking in your congregation or a sister congregation. There may only be a couple of people.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different ball game when you go into the whole wide world and you see a girl that you're attracted to, you know. And I remember coming out of Bethel and seeing women, and it's like, what do I even say? You know what I mean? Like, I can't go up to a girl and say, hey, my name is such and such. I work at Walk Hill, which would work 100% of the time in the organization. You know, as a witness, you know, now, not that I've ever done it because I was seriously working at Walk Hill for Jehovah. I was not doing it for girls or anything like that. But as a Bethelite, yeah, if I really wanted to talk to a girl, all I had to do was mention where I worked. You know, I'm from Walk Hill, Bethel. You know, what congregation do you go to? And bam, conversation going. You know what I mean? So we have the beautiful Vanessa here to help us with all that. And give us some pointers as far as, what's interesting to women? What's interesting? What topics? Guys like sports. I'm not going to go up to a girl and talk about sports, am I? What topics are interesting to women?
If you're at a sports bar, yes. If you at a sports bar, or if there's some type of major sporting event, yeah, why not? Now, I don't know nothing about sports, but it's the start of a conversation. It just depends on, again, you're gauging the scene, what's going on. A topic of conversation, just like I said, just come up to her and tell her that you think she's beautiful. If you think she's beautiful, come up to her and tell her that. I can guarantee you that if you somewhere and you walk up to someone and you just like, wow, you just being yourself and you like, you know what, you are absolutely gorgeous or beautiful or whatever. Yes, that's gonna melt. Here's my number.
Right.
Something like that. It's that simple.
Now, how do you keep a woman's interest past getting the phone number? Because I've been in a situation where I've talked to and I'm being honest, I've talked to a girl and she's like, telling me everything's going well, telling me she feels good. And she's like, everything's smiling while I'm speaking to you. And then I don't hear from her ever again. You know what I mean? So how do you, after that conversation, how do you keep a girl's interest past the point of, okay, I got the phone number. I got the first, conversation out the way. What's going to attract her in day-to-day conversation? Is it being flirty? Do I want to be flirty? Do I not want to be flirty?
Yeah. No, of course. If you like her, that should be natural. You should be flirty if you like that person.
Yeah.
At all times.
Right.
At all times. And definitely. And just keep the conversation. Try to just keep the conversation going and just be yourself. I don't know. I just think that actual courting and all of that has just gotten so lost nowadays with people. But just be yourself. Yeah, that's really it.
I mean, what exactly is it about being yourself? Because that could mean a million things to a million people. You know what I mean? Being yourself, so
this is what I tell people from the gate. If you're an asshole, just be an asshole. If you're cool, be cool. Be who you are, but give me the chance to make a decision if you're somebody that I want to continue with. You know what I'm saying? From the gate. Don't try to be somebody else that you're not, because it's gonna come out. And we all too old for that anyway. So just be who you are. Just be cool. If we met and you was cool, just go back to that conversation. Just be the same, just be cool. Don't try to, do too much and but don't set yourself up to expect too much either.
Right.
In the beginning.
Right.
Because you guys don't know each other. And that's why I say again, don't let people know too much about your intimate past. That's none of their business in the beginning. You guys are just getting to know each other. It should be very, very, surface in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But your personality should be definitely genuine, But anything deeper than that, save that for someone that deserves to know about the intimate details of your life.
Mm-hmm.
But not in the beginning. They don't deserve. Nobody deserves that. Nobody.
So how free should an ex-Jehovah's Witness just coming out of the organization, how free should they be with regards to asking for a girl's phone number? Let's say they meet a girl somewhere, maybe where she works, maybe at a restaurant. Should they ask for her phone number the first time they speak to her? Or should they go back 3-4 times and ask for the phone number? Is asking for the phone number early on a turn off, or are they just girls just used to that?
No, just that should be like part of the first conversation. We walk up to her. Once you're talking to her after you developed a little rapport, yeah, just say, why don't you give me your number? Let me call you sometime. And my advice when it comes to that, don't ask her, can I call you sometime? That should be a little bit not aggressive in a scary way, but in a pleasant way. Show her. Say it like that. Not can I call you sometime. Don't make it to where really that she has a choice. I just wouldn't do that.
You said don't give her a choice.
No, give her a choice, but don't leave it so open for her to say no. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you've developed a rapport with her, she's laughing. If she's touched you a time or two while y'all talking.
Yeah. Be like, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, so don't even say, can I call you? Because then that might make her feel like, oh, he not confident. Just say, what's your number? Pull your phone out. Act like you go ahead and be ready to put it in. What's your number? I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you tonight. You get home around 8, I'm going to call you. What time you get home tonight? I'm going to call you. That's simple.
Yeah.
And I would just say, and if you are feeling nervous, don't stand there too long. Get the number and keep it moving. You know what? I'm going to call you tonight. I have a couple of things to do, so I'm going to call you. What time you going to be home tonight? Around 8? All right, expect my call. I'm going to call around 8 or 8:30. It was so nice to meet you. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Don't stand there and ruin it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Most people are going to be a little nervous,
I mean, no. And see, that's that Jehovah's Witness thing. Again, most people are not nervous. It's just Jehovah's ex-Jada first coming out.
Yeah.
Will be nervous. You got to remember, she's not tripping. She isn't tripping off of you coming over there. And again, I just want to keep reiterating that I'm talking about women, real women that have dated before. If they're in our age group, they've probably been married before. So, we talk to people all the time. So it's not a big deal. Just in your head, ex-J-Dub's head, it might be a big deal, but it's not. It's just conversation.
Yeah.
It's just being social. It's just like if you had a sports bar. I don't know the last time that you went to a sports bar, but if you had a sports bar, shit, by the time I leave, I know the whole bar. But I'm in California, so I don't know how it is where you're at, but when I go in the sports bar, and I don't know nothing about sports, I just love the energy up in there. I'm probably high-fiving people as I'm going to them. I don't know nobody, but I don't know nobody. By the time I leave, everybody's cool. I've conversated with everybody. It's not a big deal because that's what the event was. So when you walk up to one, after you've given her your compliment, when you're approaching her, period, she can read that you're interested. And so that's when you should be reading her too. But, it's not a big deal. It shouldn't be, it's not a big deal. It's not the Kingdom Hall to where you have to dress up and impress.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is intimate. Remember, the Kingdom Hall, religious groups, the organization, that's all a business. That's all a business.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're dealing with getting to know someone, that's intimate. So you just be yourself, You be yourself. You're not at the bank applying for a loan.
Yeah.
You're not. You're just... And just put it in your mind, that person might not be the one, and that's fine. Go on to the next. There's so many people out there. On to the next.
That's cool. That's cool.